Alright, hello and welcome back. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh, I can turn these in, that's right. Oh, I can turn this in too. Where is, what's his face? How do we speak with Nurus? Can we even? I'm not seeing him to speak with. Let's see, our wisdom is really up there. Our courage is really up there. Everything else is kind of meh. Alright, I think I'm gonna talk to her, Hulkenberg. Wait, can I go? Oh, damn.
Well met.
Alright, let's talk to Hulkenberg. Gray, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. Oh, we're doing the same thing again. Yes.
Alright.
Then let us begin.
Yes.
Considering the current flow of battle, it was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I suddenly found myself cornered. Come now, 'tis too early in the battle for so sullen an expression. If your foe mobilizes a large force, then surely an opening may be found.
What should we do?
Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, all whilst having their own base wide open. How do you respond? I guess... I think balance offense and defense.
If so,
I would simultaneously attack the enemy's base while maintaining my own guard. It will be quite the challenge to fight my pieces face to face, but the situation is simply unavoidable if you want to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the enemy stronghold. I pointed out an effective move.
all right.
Ugh, such a slight
then.
bump. Do you understand now? If so, show me with your next move. Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Grove Camp.
Oi!
Have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I've heard enough winging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it will do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bath water to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Thanks to Nurus, you can now use the bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire mag while using it, but you can also add berries bath salts to the water to improve your abilities.
The breeze feels nice.
We've got 3 more days on the road.
But
I could tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Alright, can we speak with Nurus now?
All right then. Let's go.
What's going on over here? Nurus!
Hello.
Why, what's that look on your face? Boredom? Got nothing to do? Say, how's the search going? In regard to the lost relics, I mean.
that's...
Well, we found a strange piece of junk that gives me the feeling of a relic.
Oh,
You intrigue me strangely, old girl. Let me take a look, would you? Old girl, huh? I handed Nurus the junk we picked up during our travels. Well, would you look at that? This certainly doesn't appear to be a natural object. Oh, This one's a bit of a trick. You've got to follow the right steps to open it.
No way!
Wait, there's something inside?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little tug here, and there we are. It's opened up.
Ta-da!
Take a look. A lost relic. I can't believe it turned out to be a proper piece of treasure.
What?
You mean it's real? We just sort of stumbled across it. Wonder if the mechanism's the same as the old codgers.
Oh!
Aha!
Eureka!
My greatest invention yet. A work of genius made manifest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh. Nice.
Even so.
I've got to say, finding these ones after another is something else. I'd half wondered if it was all an elaborate prank, but the old geezer was really onto something. Did you doubt him?
What?
Yeah.
That old geezer certainly liked to mess about with anyone he could. Made my childhood a frightful ordeal.
Goodness.
I'll never forget, the night of my birthday, he brought me a book, called it his gift. A downright horrifying tome titled Lamentation of the Underworld or some such. He'd taken the liberty of reading it out loud when suddenly the lights went out. In the dark, he threw on a monster costume and started chasing me around. That damned old goat. It's his fault that bright-eyed young Norris grew up to be such a delicate and sensitive wallflower. I mean, just look at me. I don't see it.
Rather.
Anyhow, this is just one part of a greater whole. The more intricate bits here, I'll bet my feathers that it's made to interlock with a partner piece. So if we collect them all, it will form something? Likely so. That's what the codger said anyway, though I haven't an idea what it makes. And if he was right, it supported an ancient civilization. One piece of a superlative device that generates an immense and limitless power. Wait, limitless? How's that possible? Not even igniters can do that, can they?
Yeah.
That, my girl, is something we can only find out once we've seen the finished product, eh? So please help me find the rest. I'm definitely motivated.
Right.
That's the spirit. I'm counting on you. Something tells me we'll have to gather up a whole lot for this.
Whoa.
I admit, it looks like junk to me. I've been a connoisseur of junk since I was a sprout, I'll have you know.
Hey,
What were you like as a child? Oh, I was an adorable, well-behaved boy from a prominent family. But one day, the old codger, who wasn't quite so old then, beckoned me over with his finger of fate. Curiosity got the better of me, and I saw he was holding a fossil, caked in mud, alongside other bibbits and bobbits I couldn't begin to fathom. Next thing I know, I'm sneaking out of the house to dig for fossils in the cliffside with the gaffer. Naturally, my parents discovered this and had me grounded, but I wouldn't let that deter me. And one day, as I dug through the dirt, I picked up something that was clearly not a fossil at all. I read every technical book under the sun, but whatever this was eluded me.
However.
Although I did find a technical manual on gauntlet runners in my mad academic sprint. Got a bit invested, and then suddenly I was an engineer. It was fate.
That's...
Perhaps so, old thing. Everything did seem to start there. It's how I came to be the man I am today. To chase the unknown, to escape tedium, that's just the course my mind tends to chart.
Thank you.
The decision to travel with you lot, collecting relics, that too is the result of letting the heart do as it pleases. I can feel Neris's overflowing love for relics, as well as his hearty faith in me. Right too.
We're in this journey together.
At the
What?
start of a battle, enemies take damage. Reduces the mag cost. Nice.
Speaking of,
Oh yes, about the next relic, I found a clue in the old man's journal. I've written it down in my notebook. Should be somewhere around here. Give it a gander if you would.
right then.
I'll be sure all's shipshape and ready to go. I'm counting on you to search for another relic for me. I'll be waiting, lad.
This one's important.
Alright.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Hi, Smee. You've erected a tent above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us now. My young friend, where did you hear you Jeef are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. In 2 days, we'll be in Port Rylehaven. We've really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? Alright, let's see, where else? What else? Oops.
what now?
Could we
All right, then.
do? I guess we'll sharpen our sword again?
Hey,
Yeah.
now then.
I'm kind of skipping through this just because we've done this twice already, and I don't think it gets any different after that. Its upkeep is one of 2 important qualities to consider when choosing your weapon. Its durability?
Well,
That would contribute to the ease of handling, I suppose. Anything too delicate's likely an unsuitable fit as a long-term partner.
all right.
That only went up by 3. I feel like I should have talked to Hulkenberg, maybe. Once you find a weapon that's a perfect fit for you, care for it with all your heart, and it will respond in kind. Perhaps I'll find something like that along this journey, meeting new people and discovering new things in a new land. All of it leads me to who I will be. I've begun to understand that after my travels with you. Spent some time with Stroll.
Nura speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hearty and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seemed to scurry home empty-handed, gripped.
By fear. I don't know why that cut off. I didn't touch a thing, I swear. City of Ruins. Or City Ruins. Tis a truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? Did the Gauntlet Runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
Just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay?
Everything okay?
Right.
Sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village, and I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster tracks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually... Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom on its own way.
All right.
Alright, I'll take it.
Hey!
My stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So, I guess Nerys can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless. I'll take the drawing to Maria. Probably.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them.
The day after tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. I do kind of want to talk to Heisman.
My bad.
I'm too pessimistic. Pessimistic. It's a bad habit. Where is...
All right then.
That's where I want to go. What is everybody up to?
Let's go.
There. Just making sure nobody had anything to, like, upgrade or whatever. Alright, bath cask. Let's take a bath.
Hey there!
I heard from Nurse, apparently we can enter as is, or make it even better by putting something in the hot water first.
Yep.
If you put something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. A leisurely soak in here should relieve fatigue and anxiety in my mind and body. I might even get some mag. I'm gonna put these we got. The Fleeting Fountain of Youth. It's a bath with fleeting fountain of youth in it. A sweet fragrance envelops me as though I'd broken free to frolic through a flower-filled meadow. I feel like my body and my heart have gotten lighter. Ooh. That's a good amount.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brylehaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, bearing passage.
I see.
'Twould seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Norris, do you remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way? Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean.
That reminds me.
Norris said the waters around Brylehaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that.
All right then.
Now let's see what's up for today's agenda. What is the... Should we just go wisdom? It looks like both wisdom and courage are about the same distance apart. I think I'll go wisdom.
All right then.
It's down here.
Well met.
Oh, this again? Alright.
All right. So that's your game.
I believe I see your attentions now, and so in turn I will. Hulkenberg used 2 pieces to flank me. My pieces are surrounded. You sought to pursue the enemy in front of you and allowed yourself to be flanked by their allies as a result.
What should we do?
You are encircled by my pieces to both your left and right. While flanked, your chances for victory grow even fainter. What is your next move? I feel like spreading out is never a good thing. I think maybe withdraw?
Sure.
Withdrawing is often a wise move, but requires deft timing. 'Tis too late in this situation, as my pieces have already cut off your escape route. Oh, oops. Perhaps not the wisest move.
Now then.
Damn it. Wow. We got 3.
Wisdom.
It's one of the virtues a rulers must possess if thou...
Wise.
It's the same thing, okay.
So,
You are now fully aware of the importance of maintaining proper formations in battle, correct? Now then, make your next move. Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like that Missy's gauntlet runner's coming for us this time.
Hey!
Yeah, the gauntlet runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch.
Hurry it up!
I've got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom. So the young miss says. I'm hoping you lot are willing to act. Of course.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lion down. Wait, they're coming aboard at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge.
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Early bird gets the glory, what? Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity.
Oh, wow, he does a good chunk of damage.
Looks like you've gotten stronger. But so have we.
Now accept your fate.
This.
Ha! Die!
That's nothing!
Come forth, royal soul!
Now, what's the play? I shall vanquish evil.
Right on target.
Last
Nice
chance to
one,
give
Stroll.
up.
Comrades, lend me your
We'll
strength.
team up!
I'll run you through.
All right. Smite him,
Face me!
I imagine we can't steal anything, right? I'm gonna try it.
I'll
But
take this. Sorry.
Nothing!
Why, hello there,
we did
treasure.
steal something.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Damn. I just
Magic
feel
Seeker.
mean beating
Wind.
her up. Still have no chance.
I
You
call
are
upon
good.
royal power within! Tougher than I
nothing.
thought.
I stand allies together,
Let me help!
and thus I end it.
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Well, we beat
A
her up.
halfway decent result. Ah, I didn't know I had it in me.
I've lost.
Oh, if I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something.
Ah,
But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Katharina, cheer up.
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh boy, that is a name. Eudoricus? Who do you think I am exactly? Oh, pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Grant. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh,
All these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do Parapus like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Wait, take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey,
Good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
listen to me.
I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm gonna set things right for us.
well then.
No, there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it will last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when the Parapus take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Is money the answer? Will handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something.
But
Even now, 10 of those people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who are eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. I'll say as rotten as it is. Or it'll stay rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done. But they only say that because the Parapists are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the Parapists start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is. Let's change things.
Sure.
That's exactly what I plan on doing. And with anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reach out to the recruitment center and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I can feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. I don't know why she just doesn't join us. The loyal hunter Katharina, keeper and inheritor of the brawler virtues. Though thy share bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within these has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Alright. What? The party can now study the Pugilist? Pugilist? Fattens the purse of bounty rewards. Ooh. I wonder if this changes the bounty reward that we've already completed, but we haven't turned in. Nice. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me. I think I'm gonna give that to Stroll. Stroll's gonna try that out for a bit,
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Muddy camp. So we'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilehaven is. Alright, let's
What now?
swap Strolls.
I see.
Study
Fascinating.
this up.
This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls.
Yeah.
I feel its deadly strength flowing throughout my body. To rely on feeling rather than reason, I strive to reach that level of mastery.
A new ability.
Okay. Let's see what it's got. Crushing Fist. Honestly, I kind of want to give the health passive.
All right.
Holy shit, 3,000? Alright, I think we're good. Now,
All
where
right, then.
to go? I might take another bath again. Get our agility up,
Let's go.
since we have a lot of salt. Fleeting Fountain of Youth.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brylehaven.
Port Brylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brylehaven.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctist Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well, well, well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Heisman kind of reminds me of Puss in Boots a little bit.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Oh, let's
All right,
check out the map. Seabreeze Street. What's over here in this stall? Medicinal.
Can we
herb.
talk?
Wait, what?
Hey!
It seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. Was I about to get freaking robbed? I guess we'll just go straight to the inn.
Hey, mister!
That little laugh. Ooh.
Need a ride?
Anywhere you want to go, I'll take you to the far bank. Oh, wow. Let's go to the Merchant's Bazaar.
Good choice.
I need to restock.
All right, then.
Oh, shit. Wait, is it? Oh, it is a freaking discount day,
Well
isn't
then.
it?
If you say you'll help.
But what is there to do now?
Let's go over here.
Hey!
Young man! Young man!
Ain't this a pickle?
I need to go in this store right here.
Hey!
The goods are cheap today.
They're cheap, you say? Oops,
Now then.
How cheap? Oh, this is pretty good. I guess I could buy some of these. I'll buy 5 of those. Buy 2 of those. Okay, and then I want to buy... I'll buy 5 more of these, actually. Then I want... this one. Buy a bunch of those. Buy some of these. How much? I have 2. Make it an even 10. Let's buy 4. Alright, I think we're good. I can't get over that little chuckle.
Young man! Young man!
Let's go. Oh.
Hey!
We've essayed.
Oh, do we have stuff to be appraised? Oh shit, we do. Guess we'll appraise all of it. Alright. Huh. Alright, let's see what they've got for sale. Prevents paralysis. Ooh. I'm gonna buy this.
Good.
And then I think I'm gonna buy this. First roll. Okay. Guess that's that. Can't afford anything now. Those just seem
Young
like
man!
easy,
Young man!
easy buys. I know I won't be able to afford anything, but I just want to look. Damn. A fishing harpoon? Automatically increases attack at start of combat. Ooh. A ninja blade. Damn. Alright. That's that. Now let's head to the inn.
Young man!
All right,
man.
Oh, I guess it's on this side of the ocean.
But
This
what
one?
is there to do now?
Well then, if you say you'll have...
Oh, this guy.
What is it you're looking for?
Take me to the inn district.
Feel free to say.
Say,
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Barrowhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the coronation rock.
Well...
Maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we better go get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous. What do I do?
Alright.
All right then.
There's 3 inns.
my.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Who is this majestic person?
require?
You there. You have a look about you as like one of my supporters, are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked. And yet how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all, is my creed. And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy aromas at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway.
Oh, this blooming heat.
I saw you in Martyr, didn't I? Oh my god, Lena is so cute. Another participant in the tournament, right? Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the expedition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was gonna make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martyra. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it too. I don't really know.
What?
What a shame. You got inside without even knowing how it worked? Your group must have quite a talented engineer. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Alright.
Hey!
Look who's here. You're that elder fellow from Martyra, aren't you? Ain't you? Guess we both got ourselves some marks for the expedition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the Come One, Come All Inn. Some joke, huh? Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda staying there? Fat, bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that that's where you'll find Louise, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess, but...
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UG standing up front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn where there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't, anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Corral, so we might have... Golden Coral. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. So we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out?
All right, then.
Okay, so I'm facing the right way. I'm
What
going
do I
this
do?
way. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I've got a spare room available. I wouldn't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh god, there's criminals in here? Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Oh my god.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head-on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Huh. Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command!
Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open! Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Oh boy, we're fishing? I got some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barton should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Norris ought to be there and greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner.
Eesh.
The other candidates' speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who could truly rival Louise or Forden? Hello, what about us? Rylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas so delicious I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. For defense, you understand, just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. Can I do anything or just go to sleep? What is that thing way over there? Oh, I gotta go to the bounty place. Can I go? No, I gotta sleep. Damn.
Look at that.
If I'm done for the day, should I retire for the night? Let's rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Bah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Oh. I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the Tournament for the Throne, the Exhibition of the Brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario!
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church! Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next!
The size of that thing. Was that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly, the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Bardon, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Borden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
Oh, wow. I will, I promise.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming? Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Oh shit. We're ranked 49 now. Oh, after the events of the expedition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
We've only righted a wrong.
No. We only righted a wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves. I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it.
What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
It's not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Ooh. It's engraved on his body? I'd say maybe in his pocket.
Would he keep it in his pocket?
I doubt it. I mean, what if it slipped out? Maybe somewhere less precarious. Like in his gauntlet runner?
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Oh, a night prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
The place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferrymen should know how to get there.
Oi there!
Damn. I got to put my controller down. It was like a movie.
Well met, eh?
Wonderful.
Oh, the ferryman, she said?
This bloody rain soaked me all the way through.
So let me look. Let me turn in our bounty real quick, actually. Might as well, because I don't think it takes time to do it.
See there.
Is this the right way?
All right,
Yeah.
Awful weather.
Where is it in here?
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, he won't even accept my bounty? Damn it. People are
All right,
always
then.
laughing in this place. Alright, I guess we'll go this way.
Now what am I to do? Well met, eh?
Aha.
You'd like to travel around Brilehaven? Just say the word. The Night Prowler. Night Prowler, then you must be the ones those brothers mentioned. Understood. Now if you board me, please. Oh, what a cool looking place.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for me own, like.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Uh-oh, we're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I want to say I'd treat all tribes equally. But I feel like our whole thing is that we don't want to be king. What? I'm gonna say I'd treat all tribes equally.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Juna. I admire his power, I guess.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating, that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast. Oh, Luis's gauntlet runner, the Caradrius, is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Right now? We're not gonna, like... Okay. Rare to see sober folks around these parts, but I appreciate it. Where are you off to?
Hello there.
There's no place to visit after a piss-up, but alright. A piss-up, huh?
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner is really huge.
Hey!
Over here, keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What, with the Sori and all?
Huh.
Sori, what's that? Hey, Boz, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now, follow me. I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try anything clever and you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? No, not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, Eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Should I? Okay, it auto-saved.
Check this out.
Because I haven't set like a hard save down since we started playing today. Oh, this is like a dungeon. What do we got here?
At last.
We've got to seize the first foothold for our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Gladel comes through here an awful lot. You know him, don't you? One of Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes he's got this beast of a dog with him too. Sad to see a man with a temper like this, like his, with a pet. But wouldn't you know it, he's sweet on that dog. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like. Alright, I'm going to... Actually, let's...
No, where was that?
Let's go here, just in case we progress in the story enough or anything's changed in his room.
Well, well.
No, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in here.
Oh. You'll come.
Back to reality. Talk to Heisman.
Understood.
It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial. Alright, let's save then. I guess I will save up here. Okay.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Louise's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not
So-
serious.
There are a lot of guys here.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps a suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're guests when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. If you want to walk freely around the runner, then you're gonna have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I'd almost forgot we were inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now what do we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? Gargantuan man. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the expedition? Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Louise's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these peasants against me? Please, I'm a bloody surgeon. We could settle this right here, right now. They'd be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run all tail between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or are you gonna move? Come on.
Here?
And this would be Lord Louise's quarters? Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Louise is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful, lots of sharp eyes around. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask? Well, I feel like obviously we're asking what's his plan against Fjorden. But honestly, I kind of want to say, did you kill the royal family? What really could go wrong? I'm going to say it.
Did you kill the king and prince?
My dagger laid buried in the king's chest until his mortal husk entered the casket.
Then, you don't deny it?
I never sought to. I presumed Fjorden would be more than happy to announce it, but I've heard nothing. The man preyed enough on the state government. Perhaps he feared I would be hailed as a hero instead of derided as a killer. Ever the paragon of cowardice. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
Wow.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm shocked that that other thing worked. I thought for sure, like, I'd click on it, and then he'd be thinking, he'd be like, should I really say this to him? But it actually worked. I don't know what to say. I guess it's just...
It's just that fear and anxiety, they always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
I wonder how Gallica's search is going. I wonder if we're gonna control her.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently, the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near-solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll have to make it work.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
Oh, by the way, do you remember the man we met at Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He sounded very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself. Yeah, Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk more details in the morning. Alright. Well, should we talk to people first?
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find the solution. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We've got to make our preparations before that soiree.
Let's rest.
I never thought I'd be infiltrating an enemy gauntlet runner. Let's calm our nerves and make sure we're prepared to carry out the plan tomorrow.
Look at that.
I'm done for the day. Wait, hold up. I'm done for the day. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. 'Twould seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, push forward.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luisa's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. This is a new challenge? Let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be as prepared as we can be before we attempt this.
Yeah.
Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They may have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Quest start. The infiltration route must be secured, so Louise's room can be assessed on the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the princess curse can be lifted. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather condition that may occur around Brylehaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Louise's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Louise's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, starboard corridor, the port, and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you can gain access to Louise's quarter by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Louise's Gauntlet Runner, huh?
Boy, there!
So wait, what? That was a lot of information. Days left. Days left 20, but I can't do it until the day of, right? Alright. Well, let's turn in this damn bounty. I guess we'll talk to this lady too.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children?
Huh?
What the hell? Sorry? Blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the expedition. The one looked to be the same age as... They say you've been traveling across the country, helping all of those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well?
Oh, what a pity.
During a training exercise, the city guard's corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop's stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only within monster-infested forest. Look at them. You'll do it truly? I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistle berry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters inhabiting the place first. An informant may know more.
If you can help.
1 dragon thistle berry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it will be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Hopefully there'll be a bounty in that area.
Whoa.
This must be Gracia Forest. There should be places to park the runner between the trees.
And right there's a labyrinth.
What
A
is
village.
this? Huh. Alright.
Well met, eh?
Where else could we
Alright
go?
then.
There's a quest at the Night Prowler. Let's go to the
go.
recruitment center. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. Can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking. No need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is calling your name too. Nice.
Whoa!
Welcome.
Turning in our bounty.
We did it.
Nice. I think we got 10,000 more than we would have because of Katharina. Yes, we did.
Now then.
Oh, nice. Got that to level 3.
Courage. What?
Impressive.
4 ranks for that. I'd like to ask you to take on more contracts. Well, let's see. What do you got? Is that it? Alright.
This is what I've got.
made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. It's not just the undead that are under his thrall. It seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the expedition, well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? We can handle this, right? Leave it to us. Promising, if you really insist, is yours. You'll find the target haunting an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Briarhaven.
Show me what you've got.
The Lich is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you defeated it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I love that the bounties have no deadline. Oh. Oh.
Let's see here.
Pretty far north, isn't it? Holy shit, that's super far. Oh.
We'll face danger here.
Got it. So we could go here.
We'll face danger here.
And then go there.
This place.
All in one trip.
Here's where we are now.
Save us time and money.
Got it.
Alright, what other
Alright then.
quests can we accept? Looks like there's a quest right here. I would like to not spawn in at a...
Let's head there right away.
Screw it, we'll just pop on here. Actually, let me see. How much is stuff? Nah, we'll just save. Save our stuff. Save our junk. Where is the guy with the quest?
Stay there.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all, my clients are expecting a delivery soon and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. What's got ya hollering like that? Oh, I am simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They're falling apart. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there is a giant called Orgus, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve.
I'm in trouble now.
Why, I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the Expedition of the Brave. If only someone like that was about, I'll do it. Can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course, you could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgus within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town.
Please?
If you want more details, an informant could be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch. You know, the tavern in the Inn District.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright.
Gotta get prepared.
Great. Now let's head to the Greatest Catch and speak to that informant then.
Stay there.
Alright, what other things can we accept? I'm not... Oh, that's right. There was one at... There's something there. Oh, there's
Let's
two
go.
here. I want to get all of our quests on the map so we can see what we're dealing with.
Yeah?
Try to get them all done before we do that mission.
This blooming heat.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
So that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like.
Yay!
Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers from the flower shop? Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you can get from this city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wild flower.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? You're really nice, mister. Then, will you bring me a flower?
If so...
You can become our supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on and help him become king.
Yay!
Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then.
Alright.
It's a flower from another city we need, so I bet a church would have it. Why not stop at St. Firmus Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
I feel like that's so easy. Should we go there, like, right now? I feel like I might just go there right now. Oops, that's not what I meant. The wrong button. Stop. Let me out.
All right, then.
Let's
Where
hop
to?
over there. St. Firmus
Let's
Church.
What is it?
Do you have business with the church? We heard you started offering someone outside the ordinary for sale. What would happen? Would you happen to have any flowers we could buy? Oh, we now sell rainbow flowers. It's not a fresh flower, however, but a handicraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and a soul-soothing beauty are highly regarded by the believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall be happy to give it to you for a trifling donation. Oh no. Wouldn't expect anything for free here.
Come on.
There's something about it that's unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The sanctor did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a close look. A steel slab. Who can even use this? The warrior? How much is this flower? Oh! It's only 500 bucks. Easy. I will purify this then. Alright. Wait, can I actually just teleport right from here?
Where to?
Let's go back to that kid.
Let's go. Yeah?
Oh, that was the easiest side quest ever. Did you perhaps bring that rainbow flower for me? Here you go. Thanks, mister. Wow, look at it. It's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. So, next. What? You gotta give this flower to my friend and say I love you, please.
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think he should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? That wouldn't be good. I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Right?
You almost ran out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Alright, I'll take this flower, and I'll be honest about how I feel. And I've got to tell my friend how great you are. Thanks for your support.
Yeah!
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know. Maybe he'll bring me some more people to the cause.
Mission accomplished.
Nice. Our tolerance increased for helping that little kid. Oof. Nice. We got 2 supporters. 2 people in it for the cause. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be, is it?
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my tooth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my tooth. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reeve. Fantastic. I knew you would seem reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I feel like I've seen you before. Right, you were a candidate at the expedition. Then that makes this easy. The things I need is a quick jaunt away if you got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the pride of the Inundo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. Jeez, what a magical toothbrush. I need you to buy one for me. Of course I'll reward you and you'll have my vote, whatever it's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer I really will have to get them pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright, I gotta deliver some crazy toothbrush.
That's where you want to go.
It's right there.
Nice little village.
Now, could I stop here?
Let's...
And make it right back?
Here's where we are
in the same
now.
day, I wonder?
And right there's a labyrinth.
Huh.
Just can't stand it.
I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. God damn, that hurts.
Let's give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush as soon as we can.
All right, then.
Alright then. We've gotten that accepted. Oh,
let's go.
Let's see what quest is here. Here we go.
Greetings.
Well, if it isn't my friend, what a pleasure. But why the face? You're looking at me as if I'm a stranger. But you visited the Night Prowler. I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off, little man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you mean? What do you even want with us? Well, I'm hoping you can do some negotiation on my behalf, so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a responsible Ishkia noble, whereas I am but a humble parapist entrepreneur. I doubt I can count the law back in me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you could find quite useful. I'll handle it. Ah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ishkia fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure.
Well then.
I'll be waiting here. Just let me know when you've got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, this should be a quick and easy one then. It's only 1 star. Might be at the Var Marino Coliseum, an arena front wharf. So we're looking for a pompish Ishkia, huh?
All right.
One who enjoys fights. You think what I'm thinking? Oops, I keep doing that by accident.
All right, then.
Alright, so we have accepted every quest. I just want to make sure. Check out all the maps. I do wonder what that little handship is. Oh, it must be Heisme. Maria's got a quest for us. Barden's got a quest for us. Oh, that's not what I want. Her next level is what? Her next level is rank 6. We want the rank 7. Rank 7 Maria gives us more XP. And that is so worth it. Alright, let's go to the arena, because I feel like we can do this all in one day. Arena front.
Alright then.
What is this bug guy? I do believe I know your face from somewhere. It's the old man who was in the giant sandworm's stomach. Oh my god, why are you here?
How come? Truth be told.
Oh, I intended for that worm's belly to be my final resting place, but after running into you young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. But that's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? I have. They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with golden light of magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
Glowing bug? I feel like we've captured at least one. That's it, a genuine golden beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane dragon blood? Restores the maglis that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find it useful.
What's this?
I'm an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find any more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me and I'll give you this venom ward charm.
All good.
Okay. Holy shit. What did he give us?
What now?
He gave us... It looked like he gave us like an item to use. Right here. Restores all MP for all allies. Holy shit. I'm never gonna use that item. I'm gonna save it forever. Man in pain. Ugh, damn
What's
it.
that?
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone moaning in pain. Thanks, Gallica. Without you telling me that, I would never have known.
All right then.
Hey, you.
I want to talk to that guy over there, but I feel
Really?
like I should go in here first. Try to get the side quest we just accepted.
All right then.
I think this is the guy we need. Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby little elder besides. I have no words to waste on your kind. Out of my sight. Sounds like we found our pompous Ishkia. I bet this guy's got the deed we're looking for. But he won't even give us a second glance. We'll have to think of something to catch his attention. About my loan. A loan? I don't recall lending to a gutter rat like you. Probably don't want to jump right into talking about the loan first thing. Is there some other way to get his attention? You know me, I trust. Have I seen you before? Ah, you're the candidate who offered up a noble's head at the expedition. Elder or not, I can respect such sophisticated tactics. Go on, then. I'll hear you out. But as you can imagine, I'll be busy watching the fights. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered.
What do you want to do?
What's our move? Bring up the deed? Try a different topic? Such a tawdry arena, this. I beg your pardon? You would mock these sublime, artful fights? I prefer real fights. I see. I suppose you are a candidate. No doubt you've been to many distant lands, fought strange and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Am I to hear of these adventures?
Amazing!
Got him on the hook. What story do we tell him? Ever tasted a giant sandworm? Why ever would I want to?
Hang on!
Come on, don't gross him out. We've got to get his attention. We need a real showstopper to get him on our side. Though I guess it's not like I can think of anything. That's all, then? Come back once you've actually accomplished something worthwhile. If you visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. Got it. So that's another side quest that we do have, actually.
Really now?
So we gotta do that first.
Hey, you.
What does this guy have?
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy... Hold on. You the candidate everyone's been talking about from the expedition? Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing a kid like you in a race.
Ugh.
How rude. And what do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Why, I'm the most famous brewer in this city. They call my house special the Miraculous Mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff, but Gray needs a few more years before he can drink, so we'll see you around. Hold on there. I saw how you captured everyone's eyes at the expedition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance. So I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something, see? If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of it. I'll throw in a little extra, too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right, then it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. Uh-oh. The Chalice of Legends? I need that for something else. The way I hear it, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstance. By now, nobody can say if the cup even exists. And that's the great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life? Take a sip and which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot!
Wait, what? You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on what this Chalice of Legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it out of its grasp. So we've got ghost problems, huh? Didn't we get a bounty for something like that? Well, hey, maybe we'll be able to double our reward then. Seems like a pretty lavish bounty attached, so let's go knock it out. So you're already hot on the trail, huh? I knew you'd be the right person to ask. Then I'll leave the rest up to you. Oh, so we get to use them for both.
now?
I thought this game would make me pick which quest I wanted to complete. Because I feel like that is just something they would do. Alright.
All right then.
Well. We've got tons of stuff to do. And I'm getting hungry. So I think I might stop this one here. I don't know the next time I'm gonna be streaming this game. Honestly, I've been thinking about just doing long parts for this playlist and stopping with the streams for it. That way it gives me more free time to put parts of it together and cut out a lot of the boring stuff of like grinding for stuff. And sometimes I feel like the dungeons get pretty tedious, but either way, let me know what you guys think, what you want to see. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.